episode of Spice and Nice.
I am the Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. Okay. Why? Okay, today we're going to talk about time management as a content creator because recently I went to an event, right?
Yes.
I
I would love to hear about that.
can we can do a separate version. We can do a separate episode on that too. But it's called the Canon Creators Fiesta 2024, and I realized that this is something that I learned from Anne. So I was listening to all the different questions that the audience was asking. Then of course, the creators are generally quite young, right? And the people who are speaking, I think the oldest is Zemet Teo.
What is Zemet Teo?
Zemet Teo does food challenges.
Okay.
He's a competitive eater.
I see.
That means he will go on competitions and eat and win money.
Wow.
Okay,
That's a very
that's his job.
fruitful job.
That's his job, but as compared, okay, you guys can go and look it up. Zemet Teo competitive eating. But the thing about competitive eating is that you don't eat it enjoyably.
Yeah, you have to eat fast and
yes,
quick.
and so how much can you stuff and swallow within a standard time? Okay, that's competitive eating. So he's probably the oldest there, maybe 37 or so. So you can imagine the audience would be younger than that. Some is in Singapore is going for national service, so like 18 years old, 19 years old. Some is early 20s, and I realized that a lot of them they will ask, how can I? Because the content creators, all of them is very interesting. They spoke about the same thing that I sent her, which is consistency.
Oh yeah.
Consistency and just showing up day after day, keeping to your posting schedule, whether you feel like it or not. And a lot of the times the audience was asking, how do I manage time? How do I manage to post? Even if I have things happening in my life, right?
Yeah.
I have goals to date, I have to go to army, and army you cannot come out, right? You stay inside. Some of them depending on your vocation. Some have curfew from the parents because they're very young, 18 years old, right? And so on and so forth. So I thought it would be a good topic to cover. So thanks for the audience to give me this idea.
Wow, because of that I have to say it's a lot of when Denise shared that, it's make me remember the first night I meet her to propose about you want to do Spy and Nice to me.
Really? I don't remember that already.
Because I will try to explain to you what will happen.
Oh, but it's very hard to explain until it's actually done.
Yeah. I think for the last few years, I managed to show her what I was saying and what it been happening.
I'm experiencing for myself.
Because a part of consistent, that is something that most of people, when I teach them about, you just have to post. They don't get it. They were like, yeah, but how long? I say, what do you mean how long? You're going to do this for the rest of your life, right? Or even you don't do it for the rest of your life. At least for the next 20 years of your life, you have to do it. What do you mean how long? It means you're famous, you stop posting? No. When you're famous, you even have to post more.
You have to continue more.
Yeah.
Because people are now waiting for your content.
Yeah, and more quality and better version of you.
And if you don't, people will leave you.
Yes.
Because there are many others out there. So how do you do time management as a content creator? You are beyond busy, obviously.
Yes.
And it's now we're doing recording lah. This is her birthday month.
Yeah.
So obviously
but it don't look like a birthday month. It look like
she's packed full with things to do as usual.
To be honest, when I start at my YouTube channel, I didn't think I would get busier at my job, right? So I always look at what I doing on YouTube is what I really, really enjoy, and one of the things I share when people come to me and want to be YouTuber or creator is, if you don't love what you're going to do, this will not for you. Really, because the tiredness of on the camera and people thought, like people with money and a lot of freedom like this, you will go wherever you go. It's not, because at night I'm not go out for date with men, I go to on my camera and talking to my few 100,000 of viewers. It's a different life story.
Yeah.
It's that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I have teaching. Friday is my finally rest day. Saturday, Sunday is for my daughter. So that's it. I don't have any night.
She has date with the camera.
Yeah.
And the StreamYard.
But because I love what I'm doing, don't get me wrong, I love what I'm doing. If I love go out dating more than my camera, maybe I will not doing this, right? But the thing is, I love teaching, I love sharing, I love um, answer difficult question that my audience give to me. It challenge my brain and it's make me exciting and it's make me enjoying when I solve some problem, right? So you have to figure out, is it something you love to do? Because if you love to do, it can see the spot in your sharing.
yeah.
It's not a job that it should drag you. So that's my first requirement. And why I proposed to Denise when we start Spy and Nice and not other, because I know she loved to be sharing and teaching and talking on camera. She loves to have fun in camera, which is that's a very important to be content creator. It should not come from greediness or greed or you want more from your audience, because the end you want to do it because you love to do it first, you know. None of the content creator I talk to them, they say I do it because I want people pay money for me. You know,
None of them do it. They do it for many different reasons.
Yeah.
Not about money.
Yeah.
Because they were always just saying the same thing. They said how, and I realized that the creators who spoke, right, generally they started gaining traction. Not popular yet, but gaining traction maybe after 2.5 years,
Yeah.
3 years,
Yeah.
5 years. Some they have been doing for 11 years. And then I'm like, I see. Lovely.
Lovely.
And then there are people out there who just post like 10 videos and then they're like, oh, nobody likes it, I should stop. You know what I mean? There are people like that, right? Then I'm like, okay, then you will just never, you will never, you will
Yeah.
never be able to get traction. And that was,
That, and we have this conversation in our channel many times, right? Remember I tell you, the guy who win it actually just the guy still in the market.
stick around the most.
Yeah. Still the guy in the market. That's it. The one who's still doing it is the one win. It's, he
How
may
long
not
can
be
you
the
do
best.
it for? How long
Correct.
can you do it for?
Yeah.
That's the question. It's like a marathon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you squeeze all your recordings in your days?
I think from the moment I viral, which is 2020, I already have a plan for the next 3 years. I already can see the vision that I will get busy because the number of people send email, text, and respond to my channel is unwaved. It's like 5,000 per day is normal. And I sit down one night and I tell myself, am I going to be every day sit down and answer 5,000 of comment and text? No. This is too stupid. And then I have to figure out by looking around for information and learn. You have to learn from the one already a content creator and talk about that. If you really want to have a private conversation with us, just click the link. Maybe we'll see some slotting time or whatsoever. We'll share with you how to deal with that problem, okay? And I figured out that every guy who have more than 5,000 subscribers, they already stop respond to the message of the audience. Doesn't mean they don't love the audience anymore. It's just the question that sending will be repeated, will be the similar kind of question. And that's when you have to start learn about leverage. Rather you use pod chat to help you to respond the repeated answer like same like Grab app, you know.
The usual kind.
Yeah, the usual guy. Or you have to have a direct channel to people who are want to attract to you directly. But what kind of direct conversation you want? Because I have PA, so my PA take care of my email, so she will know what kind of email she will sweep off. If you don't, you cannot afford PA yet, then too bad you have to do it. But you have to do it to the day that you have to have someone to filter job for you, to only report to you what you needed to be. And then I sit down with my team and plan. I say, okay, I will have, for example, next 3 months, this is how many weeks that I'm available. I want as much as possible content that you can give me, and I will record all the content and stand by. And at the moment, if I'm out of town, I have to do meeting, or I'm traveling, or I go, or like what we're doing right now, then we can slot in. So this system I've been built from 2020. So now it's 4 years, right? So that's how I propose to Denise as well. I say sometimes we may need to do this because it's not like I lazy, but you know, we
no,
like
things happen. Things really happen. Yeah, life happens.
your family issue, your kids sick, or your
Yeah.
company have something
Maybe
emergency.
you lost your voice. I
Yeah,
don't know, whatever.
and I don't want it to be something that we stop our commitment, and the consistency, like I say, is the key, right?
Mm.
Your audience doesn't care that you're busy and you have a
They'll be
line.
like, oh no, there's nothing today.
Yeah, they want to see do you show up. And I learned over the years, and also you have to be smart enough to watching some of the video from the YouTuber that talk about burnout. And I'm the person that love to learn, and I learn a lot from how other YouTuber after 3 years they disappear, or they like, oh, they burn out, they cannot anymore, they need to take a break for a while and then they will come back.
Mm.
And after a years of break, they'll never come back. Right? Because like I tell you, if you stop, right, it's very hard for just talk about the big truck that driving.
Mm.
If the engine was shut down in the middle of the road, for you to go back and find some
Help.
petrol or help to pump your car to move again, you be lazy. You rather
Mm.
just leave the car there and you go to the farm next door and you, I don't know, cooking and
And
grow
sometimes you will have
vegetable.
trauma also, right? Because you already know what
You
it's going to be
overwhelmed.
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're like, I will do that all over again. Then you feel like, oh, like there's some kind of trauma, some kind of blockage
Yeah.
there also.
Yeah.
Because there's some kind of like negative emotions already
Yeah.
attached to it.
Yeah. And I find out that the best way for you to learn, sometimes you don't have to go into the same cycle at everybody. You just learn from everybody, give the same information, and then you book yourself into that situation and you ask yourself, are you still want to move forward from that? And my answer is still yes. But I don't want to go to the trap that everybody will
Fall
complain
inside.
about,
Yeah.
right? Everybody complain about the same thing and they choose to quit. And then I was looking for information that people fall to the same thing, but they still moving on. How do they do that? And then the people who still moving on, even Mr. Beast, right? He mentioned about that he loved to do YouTube from young, and he say he cannot think of he do anything else before beside of YouTube for the rest of his life. And that's come back to the first sentence I say in this video, that do you love what you're doing?
Yes.
Because this thing you have to love. I didn't know I love sharing and teaching and mentoring and leadership that much until YouTube come to my life and I realized that what I good at, right? It's like you need your audience to enhance that. Oh, you're very good at it. I understand what you're teaching. I learn so many people, but I'm not as understanding as learn from you. Maybe one person tell you, make you doubt. But if like 10,000 people say the same thing, it make you realize that, oh, maybe
this is the value you have to offer.
yes, maybe this is the talent you have that the world needed
to give back to the world.
Yeah, and this maybe that's what the market need, that you have to offer, that you have to continue offer. And do you enjoy to do it? And I'm like, yeah, I enjoy to do it. I'm enjoy to add value to people's life and give them information that make their life, bring them to the next level of their life. Maybe they're here and because watching my channel they come to next level. How great was that, right? That's something they're looking for, that I'm blessing. So the time management from the moment my channel viral, I think like 1,000 subscriber, I already have video for 3 years. And even now when this channel running, my other Vietnamese channel, I think I have more than 2,000 video set in time zone to slowly release every
you mean
day.
like the schedule?
Schedule, yeah. So I don't wait until that busy. Then I
still
start
have the
build the profile.
recording
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, it's too late by then.
I pick the time when I'm less work and when people think that I relax and people think that I have nothing to do, that I work the most. Because I work hard the most when the channel is quiet or empty or not really viral video come up. Then I work more. Then I keep storage. And then if the viral more, then you have more Zoom call, you have more offline meeting, then you have more fan meeting. Then in that period, you cannot record.
You should use the recording. That's when you need to use the recording.
Correct. Because you need rest after that, right?
Basically, it's preparation.
Yeah. So I preparation a lot. 80% of the work that you see online, 80% is the underneath is it been working for the last 3
It's
years.
already done long time ago.
Yeah. And a lot of content that how do I can create more and more content. I don't know is that my talent or what, but I can see the problem in the market and where it go, and I can bring it up even 2 years from now. For example, most of my video viral is all I done 2 years ago. I would predict this may happen, this may happen. For you guys, maybe like, huh, you predict future, and
You sure or not?
I base on analyze number,
Like we
right?
see the trend lah, where it's going. Oh.
Okay, I like this term from the guy who he just famous because he reversed his aging, right?
Yeah.
He used $2 million per year to make the whole house become. Are you watching that guy
No.
video? Okay, so he basically had pill, had doctor, had machine from head to toes, make him from 50 years old, but his body, when doctor check, is like a 18 years old man.
Oh, I think I have seen that somewhere before.
Okay, so that's him, right? And when people tell him about why do you want to live until 120 years old, because he predict that his body can live until 120 years old. And people say, why do you want to live so long? He say he not only want to live long, he want to live healthily long.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and people say, but how do you know you can be die because of this? He say he agree. If you die because of something may happen, which is bad luck, you can't control.
Yeah, but you need to do what you can.
But something that you can control, which is, for example, if every day you smoke the pack of cigarette,
Yeah.
you will die. Guarantee you will die soon. The reason,
Even if you don't die, your look will change.
correct. So if every day you eat McDonald's and fat food, for example,
You will become skinny.
So that's something I call analyze. It's based on fact inside this product have what will be happen. So whatever I share in my channel is based on the knowledge and the fact of the number that public can research about the market and the economy. It's not come from me. I feel that the market will go this way. It's not.
I read the wind today.
Yeah. So it's something when you share, it's still based on solid information. It cannot be go wrong. Right? It's not come from bad luck or good luck anymore. It come from fact. But
It's just
fact
like
is like,
analytics.
correct. It's like number. Based on this number, your body smoke this much of cigarette, you will have how many months more to quit the smoke before your lung become gone. So it's the same thing with business. Based on the market right now, if you continue stubborn do work this way,
this is where you will go.
Yeah, I cannot decide exactly when your company will bankrupt, but I'm very sure your market is like sunrise, sunset. When is the sunset period for your business? Yeah, okay, that's it. So most of the video viral because the prediction become correct, and everybody look what. When did she do this video? What, 6 months ago? She said 6 months from now. Oh my god, exact.
People think you're fortune teller. But I think it's not like it's just it's just based on hard facts and
hard fact and the knowledge. So yeah, if you want to be a content creator, I would say first you have to share what you like, what you love. Have you to be passionate with what you're doing. And the time management, again, I know a lot of people hate when I say it. Not everybody is consistent,
it has to be done.
Not everybody want to be consistent.
You are looking at one of the most inconsistent people I have ever known.
Yeah.
I mean, she will know, right? I'm pretty inconsistent.
No lah. With this channel, you'll be
this
impressed
channel,
by me.
I am
impressed me so much.
With this channel, I am quite consistent, but generally, I think time management is also like a lot of people are normal people. I mean, I used to be like that also. Right now, I'm still half like that. But the thing about it is that you are always looking for ways to take it easy. Does it make sense? Take it easy, chill out, relax. Okay. But sometimes,
do you realize that if you're consistent first, after that you're more easy and chill?
Yes,
I find that's how I find my life easy.
You need to
when I do everything.
First. Yeah.
Now, if I want, I just say, babe, want to go drink or not? For example. So, and when I go drink, I don't feel guilt
because you have already done the work.
Correct.
Right, you already done the work, and not just that, but like people talk during the event. They talk about like they have no time to edit, they have no time to post, they have no time to record, etc. I'm just thinking. Then the creator said something which I absolutely agree with. If you have time, it's just how much of priority you put it, right?
Mm.
If you have time to watch the Netflix, if you have time to finish watching The Big Bang Theory or Harry Potter or whatever it is that you are reading, watching, consuming, or the TikTok 2 hours, then you have time to record. Like sometimes even on the train when I'm traveling right now other than just listening to podcasts, I will think like, okay, what are the things I can do on the train? I can text people and set up meetings and schedules because these are things you can do on the train, right? I'll think of ideas for Spice and Nice, think of ideas for other channels and like topic ideas. Read some stuff online so I can get ideas. And these are things that you can do. And then after that you can just record anywhere. Actually, you can record anywhere if you are not scared of the eyes watching you.
Yeah.
Right? You can stand in the middle of the shopping mall and record. Nobody can catch you.
Yep.
Because it is not illegal. It's not you taking off your clothes or setting yourself on fire or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's just people scared of judgment, scared people look at them. So yeah, you can record anywhere.
Yeah.
And then edit. Just use your phone. Use Canva. Use CapCut. Use AI. And then just edit. Do you know my
Yep.
my logo for my other channel?
Mm.
Is it the logo is done by AI?
Yeah.
Then we edit from there.
See?
So you need to find ways to save yourself time, and you need to find ways to don't just relax all the time. You don't need to relax so much. When you're 80 years old, then you even if you want to do maybe that time already, nobody want to watch you, right? I don't
Yeah.
know, whatever. Or maybe you're really very tired. Now you have the energy, you only 18, 20.
How was that for you? How about you manage your time to
I have learned to squeeze my time a bit better now. This is something that I realize the more successful, the people who are successful simply because they are just doing more. That's it. Like people will say, oh, I need 2 hours for this. But successful people, they'll be like, oh no, an hour, half an hour is done.
yeah.
If you can do it in 15 minutes, that means you're even more successful.
Uh.
So it's just like how much can you get done within the amount of time you have? People who are successful, they break their time down into 15 minutes. Some very extreme cases, they break it down to 5 minutes. Every task they only allow themselves a block of time for them is 5 minutes. So that's how fast their life is moving. That's why they are going much faster than anybody else because they are just doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the thing also when I start with my YouTube channel that I learned, because you add one more thing in your life, you have to remove something.
Yes,
else.
and you only have 24 hours.
Yeah, and I have to learn to remove a lot of friendship and a lot of trip. For example, Denise know me like everything I do at the same location. I will go exactly the same location for gym, for make martial art, for food,
Basically,
for
you have a
shopping.
system.
Yeah, because I don't want to take so much time of travel on the road
And
because
also think about it.
yeah, and when even I'm in the road for half an hour and 45 minutes in the Grab to go somewhere,
What are you doing? Right?
I'm going to doing it in the
Yes.
phone or working.
See, that's why.
I rather talking to my PA or I'm
Yes, making
arranged
some
to my team or I
arrangements.
talking to my management what to do. So when I go home, I on the camera. I don't have to do a work I'm supposed to do. So everything that you have to be system because you need to know as a content creator, you are your own boss. You are your own time. It's harder for you when you be your own boss and your own time is when you work for someone, you wait for people tell you what
Give
to
you
do.
instructions.
And when people don't tell you, you just sit down and do nothing. But when you are running your own machine, nobody going to tell you what to do with your channel.
Yeah, but if you don't do anything, the machine is not moving.
Yes. So if you tell me more about like time management, I would say learn more about how to use your time quality.
Yeah, and what I think wisely
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
You know, they are so okay. I came from because I came from the society, not the society, the group where I'm waiting for instructions because
Yeah.
I'm an employee, right? So on the train, I would traveling, I would either be playing game or listen music, right? Because we need to relax for work or whatever nonsense that we've been brainwashed ourselves into thinking. So I graduated from graduated. I graduated from music and playing game to listening to podcasts or listen to ebook, which I feel like okay maybe more useful. Then now I graduate to doing stuff like what she's doing, right? So I'm like a different group. I came from the same group as the employees. And then nowadays when I see people on the train, they playing game, they just listening music. I'm like thinking, why don't you just why don't you just do something else, right? Or they're just scrolling Shopee, right?
Yeah.
Or for clothes and stuff. I'm like, can why don't you do something else that is
No,
going
let
to
them do that.
enrich?
Then they can make money from you. Let them feed my
I
bank
feel like
account.
taking the phone and take that like listen to the podcast is better for you. Even if it's just like lifestyle or how to do fashion or how to do makeup, it's also good, right? I mean, to be frank, I mean these are things that can help you. It doesn't have to be deep topics like meditations by Marcus Aurelius, right? It
Yeah.
can be like how to do a better eyeliner, then you go back home and then practice or whatever, right? Rather than just wasting your I don't know, nowadays I just saw a person playing the game, like especially those you join the bubble together,
Yeah.
pew pew pew. Then I'm like, you should do something else.
Denise become me. You know, but you will come to the day that like me.
I
If you see
know.
all that people, you just, oh, it's okay, continue shopping. Thank you. My bank account just ting ting. Somebody just buy something from my shop.
From you.
That's it, right? It's
I mean,
you just starting you will feel upset because people don't want to improve their life. After that you feel annoying, like why people waste so much time on do nonsense thing. And after that you just accepted that's life.
okay. But I will move into acceptance very easy because it's not my life.
Yeah, very soon. And
Yeah,
then you will
right.
realize like it's too bad. If you're ready, you will come for help. If you're not ready,
Yes.
you become consumer.
Yes, I'll be like, I mean, if anybody asks me, I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm not doing a lot compared to what you're doing, but I realize this is what happens. Like you think you're working hard, and then you come into contact with somebody else who's working 20 times harder than you.
Mm.
Then you're like, oh, actually, I'm not working that hard. You know what I'm trying to say? So you surround
If you
yourself
see
with
my
people.
other mentor, you will kill
Yeah,
yourself.
he's those kind that have 5 minute block one, right? His
Yeah.
timing is 5 minutes. You have 3 blocks, it's 15 minutes. Okay. So this is how they structure their life, but it's a step by step process. Like you don't
Exactly
just
on
get
time,
from-
time's up, right? He looked at his clock. My cap is here. Anything else you need to say, and then that's it. He disappear.
because
And when he
it's-
say his cap here, he don't even politely tell you, "I'm going to book my cab." He going to say, "My car is here."
but he already gave you the time before that.
Correct. He will say, "I have lunch for you
1
from
hour.
11:30 to 12:30."
That's
It's
it.
mean exactly 11:29 he be there, and 11 at 12:29 he cab is here. That's what the meaning is. And if you really live with that kind of people, right? And if you used to take time for relaxing, you will hate this kind of people because you like, why you so rush one?
Why you cannot chill out?
Cannot chill out?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Can you chill
Can you
out?
just relax? Can you just breathe? Why you people complain like, why you walk so fast? They always say I walk so fast, I do so fast, everything I do is so fast. One day of working, I can done work for a month
Compared to others.
compared with a normal person.
Yeah, but your mentor can do what you're
Yeah.
doing.
So my team, every time I go back Vietnam, they're with me for a week.
They cannot breathe. I
They-
see their face. I will tell it from a side point of view because I will look when we reach. Oh, they're so happy because they love you, right? They really do. They're so happy to see you, and they're like wow, and it's like a glowing face. But by day 3, you see their face is getting downwards. And then by the time end leaves, their face is like reaching the floor.
Yeah, because the speed I do is very
And
fast.
it's very yeah, they also know yeah, some of them they were like, oh my god, but and it's like dang dang dang. I'm like, but you should have thought about this, right?
Yeah.
But it helps when you're with people like that because it makes you realize actually I'm not working that hard, and they not die, right?
Yeah.
So if they can do it, means I can get there one day. Maybe not immediately, but it's doable. It's doable.
The part of people will keep think that they already work hard and their life is tough because they didn't meet people with high performer who
Even
are,
working harder.
and they even better time management. They even more sharp, more precise, and more value time. That's it. You only can compare how good you are by
Yes,
being with
to people
someone.
you know. So if you are around somebody who's a high performer, you will realize that you would automatically become more like that. and then you will meet other high performers,
Yeah.
and then it's just like upwards, right?
Yeah.
And then you will start moving faster and faster, and then soon you will become annoyed at people playing the games on the MRT. It's a natural progression of life. Yeah, but it's also called growth, lah, I feel, right? I say this sometimes before. I don't know whether it's here or elsewhere. If I meet a friend I haven't seen for the last 3 years, 2 years, and they say, "Oh, Denise, you're still the same," I should do some reflection about myself. Right? It means I have not changed, and that is scary, right? I should become. I don't know. At least they can say I become prettier,
Yeah.
or wiser, or whatever that is. Okay, so that's time management. Just squeeze. Just don't need to relax so much, please.
Yeah.
Okay, you're already sleeping. You're already lying down. How many hours you lying down already on TikTok and all that, and buy things on Shopee, and then after that you say, oh, I have no time to post and all that. You have to be able to do this for at least, I would say, 3 years or more, or you need to at least do it until something sticks, lah. You get what I mean? You just need to keep on going. And it sounds scary. I realize the content creators, they don't really say it. They just say it's not an overnight success. That's what the speakers on the stage
Of course, that's all we can say.
Yeah.
How do we explain why it's not overnight?
Can you imagine they say, oh, you need to do it for at least the next 3 to 5 years? None of the audience want to be content creators anymore. They're like, I have to do for 5 years? Are you kidding me? I post 5 videos, I want to die already, right? So it's just setting a schedule and keeping to it.
Because of that, now we'll give enough the time management. Let's talk about the event. What was that?
Canon Creators Fiesta. Okay, so for the Canon Creators Fiesta, there were some speakers who spoke on stage. There was you guys can go and Google them. This is their handle, Supercat K. She is a 27, if I remember correctly. She's also called Denise, by the way.
Oh,
She's a 27-year-old gamer. You know Twitch, right? Twitch is where you stream gaming.
yeah.
So she gets some of her income from there, because by Twitch is by subscriber.
Yeah.
Each subscriber you pay a certain amount, the platform takes an amount, she takes an amount. Okay? So
What game she play? Maybe I should go there and start playing game. You and me.
I don't think you can.
Oh, the game very difficult.
No, let me explain the hours. Okay, maybe after that you will bang your head with the ball.
Okay.
Have you seen gaming streams before?
I never.
Basically, the camera, what you see on screen is the face of the gamer,
Okay.
like with the headphones and gaming, right?
Okay.
And then on the screen also you will see a screen share of what is going on her screen. So
Okay.
you will see my face like, oh my god, you should go there, why are you going here? And then after that you also see like what game I'm playing and where I'm going and all that.
Okay.
She streams, and it's considered very little already for a full-time streamer. 3 days a week. Each time she streams 4 to 8 hours.
Ew.
So she's just playing video games for 4 to 8 hours.
Oh my god, my back feel hurt.
That's why I say I don't think it's suitable for you.
Okay.
And it's 3 times a week. So okay, so she has found her niche. You see, number one, in the gaming industry, girls are less. Usually
So
it's
that's
guys.
why she
It's
makes
number one,
money.
right?
Yes.
Number two, she's cute. Okay, number three, she's very vocal, but she doesn't swear. She doesn't say F you and all that, which is very common. So she has these 3 things for her, right? She's called Supercat K, so she's the first speaker. I was really impressed with her, because you see, as you would think that she's a gamer. She's cute, she's a girl, she talks like hi, her energy a bit like mine, like hi, oh my god, how are you guys? You know, that kind. You think that she may be like a bit like not so smart, but it's not true. The thing she shared, right, is very smart. She broke it down. She said, okay, let's say if you want to have 50k subscribers by the end of this year on TikTok, this is what you need to do. Right? Like if you have a 5-year plan, every year you need to reach this milestone. Therefore, every month you need to reach this.
Yeah.
Therefore, every week you need to do this. Therefore, every day you need to do this. So she said when you break it down, it's a lot easier. I was like, oh my god, she is so smart.
Yeah.
Right? And she's a businesswoman also. So she
Yeah.
runs. So she sounds like one, right? She's a Singaporean, but she ran her business in US. Okay, so that's the first speaker. She shared a lot of very useful things. She basically says she wants everything to be perfect. So it's difficult for her to post something that she thinks is not enough yet. She's saying how she deal with it. She close her eyes and then she press post like that. And then it's done. Then she cannot do anything about it. And that's how she does it. Anyway, She posts anyway, and then that's the first one. Second one, Zemet Teo, I spoke earlier. He's a competitive eater. He's 37 this year, and he is reaching the stage where he's starting to evolve. Like we spoke about it, right? He cannot just do the same content all the time. So he's starting to evolve. He is going overseas to eat because maybe tourism board asked him to promote their country food, right? Things like that. So that's the Matthew. And then we have Smiling Afro. He does comedy. Okay, he does short form comedy. So usually on TikTok, Instagram, Reels, that type. Short. He does the directing, he does the acting, he does the scripting, whatever. And then of course there are two other photographers. The one that you showed me, and then there's another photographer from Philippines. He has a very moving story. He has a point in his story that I think I wanted to tell him, bro, you should just use that point as a start and then you expand on that. His point is to get his first camera because he come from a village in Philippines. His family runs a pig farm. So to get his first camera is second hand. He has to sell a pig in order to get the camera. That's a moving story. It's a very good attention grabbing kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's him. And then the last photographer is the one that he's called YK. He's the one who hosted Team Cook in Singapore. And okay lah, this is something else that besides consistency, hard work, all this is important. Of course, his photos are beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, and he takes photos that has some emotion behind.
Correct.
Okay, but at the same time, he's cute lah. Okay, and he dresses well. He came in, I was like, wow, cool, yeah. He came in, he had
because the artist what?
Yeah, he has a cap. Okay, no, I tell you, he has a cap. Then he has some like silver earrings here. Then he has a jacket. Then he walk like that. Then he sit down on the chair. Yeah, let me share with you. And then his jeans, right? His jeans got some pattern on it, So when he came out, right, there was a young girl sitting around me, maybe 18, 19, I don't know, very young. When he came out, she's like, oh my god, he's so cool. so
I think he have girlfriend.
No, it doesn't matter. So if you look good, if you look cute, then that's just another plus point for you. It really helps.
No, I'm not look cute. So yeah.
No, that's why your plus point is something else. Right? Everybody has a plus point, so that's his plus point. I was like, oh, it helps lah. Then the other photographer come out, like nobody say, oh, he's so cute. So poor thing, but of course they cannot hear lah. And then there was another one, who went from depression like this, then he swung to the other side. He became a bit crazy, and then now he's advocate for mental health. And his first videos, so basically he broke down in school because he just too much stress, right? Then for his A levels, I think he handed 6 hours paper, 6 hours exam. He handed in a blank paper. He couldn't think of a single thing to write. So the when he hand up, and then after that he just broke down. He went to the mental hospital and all that. And then he decided to swing to the other side extreme, right? So the first videos he made was he take his A-level certificate and burn it in his room. That's his first video. And then he drink his own pee. And he ate his own poop. Yeah, not recommended. But that is he shared that because he wanted to share that is how he started. Yeah, and it was very fun. And being me, I was a bit uncomfortable lah, to be frank.
Why? Now I'm curious. Why uncomfortable?
Because
Because long time didn't go event, or because the vibe is not.
It's just because in my head I'm thinking that all these are very young people, right? So there's already something. And then
You pre-frame before you come in.
Yeah, pre-frame. But then I just tell myself, Denise, I have a job. I have a job to do. So just get your ass together and just get the job done. And then I realized that this is what works for me. When I went with y'all at events, right?
Yeah.
I will go out and I will network, mingle, make friends, and then I'll come back again. So I realized that I need the kind of like a backing to recharge.
Yeah.
So when we broke for lunch, I actually found this group that adopted me.
Oh.
Group of 3. So I stuck to them, and then we had lunch. Then I went out, the network and all that. Then after that, during the event, I sat together with them again.
Yeah.
And so that was what happened. I found my own way. And yeah, I just went around asking questions and then
What's the uncomfortable about? Because only you go alone, right? So that's
yeah, I think the discomfort coming from me going alone, but I also realized that it's something else that I have grown. That last time I may not even have considered going for.
mm,
Now I'll be like, it's like just do it anyway.
yeah.
I don't feel like posting, just post anyway. I
Yeah.
don't feel like eating healthy, just eat anyway.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing a podcast today, I just do anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I was even in the morning when I was getting ready, I was like, oh, can I go? I don't want to go. I see my face looks so swollen today. I'm tired. Oh, my leg pain. Oh, my ear pain. That kind of thing. But then yeah, I went anyway lah. So that was great.
What one thing take away after the event? I mean, because for us now, we go back to a lot of event and classes because we haven't been back for a while. And I think we all also commit that we need to learn more this year.
Mhm.
But like end this year, we're going to go for another AI event.
I think learn more and put ourselves out there more.
Mm.
And
Because I'm sure you go very different with what our other class we go, right?
okay, you must understand that this is a creators, but there were a
Correct.
lot of photographers there also.
Mm.
Photographers, and because they're also there to see the cameras, new cameras coming out, like how do you set it up so that you know the lighting, the live stream and everything.
Yeah.
All that they had all the booths there. So there were a lot of photographers there. There were a lot of creators, photographers there.
Wow,
and
it's very pressure. Eh? When you go with everybody who good with technical. Eh? Freaking
yeah,
hell.
and then I met a photographer. He is somebody that works with another influencer, very big in Singapore. A reform one, he went prison and blah blah blah, and then after now he go prison and teach the
Mm.
young people.
Mm.
So he works for an influencer like that. And so anyway, the biggest thing that I learned is that among all the questions that people ask, whether it's marriage or all that, at the end, at the bottom of it is fear. It's fear.
I see.
It's fear that they will not be accepted.
Mm.
It is fear that because I spoke to some people on the ground as well, and then there was they were talking about like, but I scared they got hate comments.
You
And
definitely will have it.
And then you know what?
No
I was
matter
a bit
fear.
mean. I was a bit mean. I said I don't want to be mean, but let's just put it this way, lah, huh? For you to have hate comments, you have to be famous first. To be friend, correct or not?
Yeah.
Right? To have
Just
hate
now I
comments,
go
you need
eat
to be
lunch and I
famous.
say, well, I get hacked. Also, my friends say the same. Hey, nobody touched my Facebook. Eh, you should be.
Nobody, no, babe. Even if I take my Facebook, I say here's my account. They're like, no need, thank you. You can keep for yourself. I don't need this kind, please.
I say I get hacked and he eats so nicely the food and he was happy. He was like, wow, you're so famous until like that. Ah. People hack your channel. Nobody even touched my channel and then eat more.
He's like, even if I give my channel, other people will be like, for what? You give me, I can keep for yourself. Thank you. I don't need this kind of channel. You call this a Facebook page? Oh, please take it for yourself. So yeah, I think it's fear. And then I said it this way. I said, to get hate comments, you need to be famous.
Mm.
Let's just put it this way. Are you even famous yet? You're not there yet, but you're thinking about there already. You it's good to plan and prepare, but
Yeah.
if you are not there yet and you already let the fear of there stop you, you will never be famous one, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're really so afraid of hate comments and all that, it's an understandable fear. It's understandable. Then you may want to rethink, you may not want to be a public figure anymore.
Yeah.
You can work for public figures, you can work for influencers or whatever, but you cannot be a public figure.
Yeah.
But then again, if you want to run a business because she wants to do photography for a business, then you have no choice but to put your public branding there.
Yeah.
So you need to pick. You say you're scared of this, but you need to pick which one is more important to you. That's all. Is it your fear is bigger or your dream is bigger? So you just need to, it's all fear. They talk about it's just fear and want to relax. No need relax.
Relax.
No, because the time management, he's right. The person who posted this question, maybe he watching, then he will get offended by person who posted this question, he asked a question about time management. He said that because he has a curfew. I'm like, how does a curfew affect your posting? Right?
What is curfew, by the way?
Curfew means the mom says you have to be home by a certain time. That means the mom says by 6 p.m. you have to be home. But how does that affect the posting? I don't understand.
Yeah, I also don't.
So I'm like, how does a curfew affect? Like, you can go out if you say you want to shoot outside, right? You can shoot during the day when you have no curfew. And then when you reach home, let's say your curfew is 6 p.m. Okay? You reach home 6 p.m. Then you have dinner with your parents. Then you can edit from 8 to 10.
Yeah, you can even go toilet and sit there and edit and post. What's the problem?
Yeah, so
most of my story posts is in
I didn't
my
really
toilet.
understand. I was like, when he asked, I was like, okay, never mind. He only 18 years old. Okay, it's okay. So I can tell the creators on stage, because they're quite nice lah. They're not like us. You're like, nah, then you just sit in the toilet and post. What's the problem? But they never say, oh, you can manage your time. And
I think the people on stage is like me, you know. You just get sick of when people ask the same question. Just
but also,
post
okay lah, but
already. Just post. Just every day post one.
but to be frank, the Super Cat K was the one who got asked the question because every session they will have a Q&A, right?
Yeah.
So she was the one who got the question.
Yeah.
She has the Matthew. And then her purpose of building or being online is to build an online community where that it is loving and accepting and it's not so much anger and all that. So of course she's not gonna say just post lah. Why? Sure, you cannot say that, right? It's okay, it's a persona. She's loving and all that. So yeah, that was great. And I was like, why? Is it because I don't know, I mix around with people and then I'm not normal anymore.
I mean, when you sit there, you actually feel the feel of the people on stage because you already want a content creator. You understand everything they're sharing.
They were nice. They were just like, oh, okay. You can think in their brains they were thinking like, how do I put it across to this boy gently, right? Because he's only 18 years old. Oh, but I love the host though. He's called Kishan. He's very, very funny and he's an excellent host.
Really?
Very good.
Okay.
very good.
Okay.
I'm
glad you have new stuff and learn new things and have more
he's
people
very
now.
Good. And I had a chat with him off stage and I asked him like how to, because his character is very loud. You can tell his character by nature is very loud and very big, suitable for on stage. But as a host, it's not your job, right, to shine brighter than the guest. He was like, she shared with me something that I found was very, very good. For anybody who is thinking about hosting, he says he thinks of himself as the voice for the audience. Meaning he must think what kind of questions will the audience want to ask, but maybe too shy to ask. Because you say surely got questions, just people shy to ask or not.
Yep.
Right? So he say he thinks that he think of himself like as the voice of the audience. What would they want to know? And then he will ask questions to the speakers. So it makes it more interesting and engaging. So that was a great lesson, Kishan. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. So
yeah, I think that's it for this
episode.
Force
me to go.
Yeah, I will force her to go more because I will go with her next time as well. This is just because my photographer will be booking in advance for 3 months and it's my birthday, so that's why I couldn't
she celebrate birthday and Mother's Day together.
So I couldn't go, but if not, Denise, no, I would definitely would go. Everything that amazing in Singapore, I will never miss out.
But it's good that I went. It's really good.
Yeah,
maybe I will win a new camera because I took part in the competition. And the competition is a competition that people usually don't dare to do because basically to show their camera is good, right? They give you these 2 very big lights. They set up a stage for you. So they shoot you and you do like a talent show for 1 minute.
Wow.
And you put it on your Instagram reels and you tag them and they have like, I don't know how many sets to give away. Obviously, I look at that, I'm like, for sure people don't want to do. Who dare to do? Then I asked the girl, how many people take? I'll take part. She said a few. I was like, okay, a few. I was like, maybe I will get a camera. I will get a new camera. Yay!
See, that's the thing when you privilege live in Singapore. You go all this and then you just
no, but
people have to sell the pig to get the camera.
They have to sell the second-hand camera.
And you just have to pose for 1 minute to get a camera.
You do a talent show.
If I was there, I already do it.
Yeah, I know, but that you see, there's fear. I know people how people work, right? There's fear. People like, oh, the light's so bright. I have to post. What do I say? What do I say? Then I also know myself. I'm scared, right? You know what I did? I pull a newfound friend, a photographer. The photographer, I say he works for the influencer, right? And then I say what? I ask myself, what am I good at? I'm good at talk show hosting. So I'll pretend he's my guest, and we just did a talk show together. That's it. Yeah, and then of course I scared lah. I'm like, what should I do? I should do that. I was like, how do I make myself not scared when I pull somebody else to die with me? Then I'm not scared. Then some random stranger just got pulled. And then he's very kind because he's a photographer and he works with me. So he will cut and edit the video.
Wow.
You see?
Happen. It's happened.
Thanks, Albert.
See, she come back with more friends. That's
Yeah.
what we should do. Expand our and I think for the next few years, this what I think we are both agree that it's time to
Put
show
ourselves
up
out
more.
there.
Yeah, show up more. It's time for us to
Make some moolah.
like every year we have to have a new, like you just say, right? Even without other influencers share, that's also our goal in life. That every year we need to do something new to book to the next step
You need to
of
upgrade.
improve.
You need to upgrade.
Yeah, especially to bring to our audience more value. We have to add value to our life first. So yeah, will be more video coming to share with you guys more. And
Okay.
that's it for today.
Yes, that's it for today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
I am Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. We will see you at the next one. Bye. Share and subscribe. And we will see you guys at the next episode of Spice and Nice.
I am Amanda Spice.
And I'm Denise the Nice. Bye.